Despite what certain mainstream media outlets might lead one to believe, America is not going to hell in a handbasket. Pockets of radical protesters turned rioters and would-be vigilantes do not speak for the less vocal, more peaceful majority. Laredo, Texas. City Hall leader, Pete Saenz, Democrat. Populace, 261,639. The prevalently Latino city of Laredo positions as both one of America's least racially expanded urban areas and one of its most secure. Its savage crime percentage of 377 occurrences for each 100,000 inhabitants is 11% underneath the public normal and 18% lower than the territory of Texas. Embracing the Mexican fringe legitimately over the Rio Grande from Nuevo Laredo, Mexico, Laredo contradicts what such a large number of Americans consider significant urban areas. Laredo had only 10 murders in 2018. Anaheim, California. City Hall leader, Harry Sidhu, Republican. Populace, 352,005. Regardless of the generally held, totally reasonable desire to annihilate Mickey Mouse, Anaheim, California, home to the first Disneyland amusement park, squeaks past Laredo for the number 9 spot. In 2018, the city saw only 7 homicides, not exactly a large portion of the public normal of 5 for every 100,000 individuals. Lexington, Kentucky. City Hall leader, Linda Gordon, Republican. Populace, 323,780. Settled in the focal point of the express that brings us whiskey, bourbon and twang music, Lexington, Kentucky gets excellent grades for government-funded schools and well-being, and is frequently remembered for best metro zones to live records. Boise, Idaho. Civic Chairman, Lauren McLean, Democrat. Populace, 228,790. Idaho's biggest city and capital is the first on this rundown with a savage crime percentage under 200 for each 100,000 inhabitants, at 277 for every 100,000. Boise's details are 27% below the public normal. In 2018, the city announced only 1 homicide. Irving, Texas. City Hall leader, Rick Stopfer, Republican. Populace, 242,242. Adjoining a significant city in the country's second most crowded state, Irving, Texas has a bit of leeway like the one appreciated by Anaheim, California. It is basically a rambling suburb of Dallas, quite a bit of which, like Disneyland in Anaheim, are arranged networks with the advantage of foreknowledge. It's simpler to make the sheltered urban areas list when your territory's metropolitan curse are in the bigger, more established city simply outside town limits, one whose savage crime percentage is twofold the public normal. Henderson, Nevada. City Hall leader, Deborah March, Democrat. Populace, 310,390. Henderson is the more secure small kin to its older siblings' incredible lewdness. Only southeast of Las Vegas, Henderson is a generally arranged super suburb so immense that the satellite city is likewise Nevada's second biggest. A wonderful polarity, Henderson offers helpful vicinity to Sin City's celebrated Strip while offering a convincing outdoorsy way of life featured by jewels like Lake Mead and Clark County Wetlands Park. Scottsdale, Arizona. Civic Chairman, Jim Lane, Republican. Populace, 255,310. Like Henderson, NB, Scottsdale, Arizona is an enclave of a bigger metropolitan zone. Like Anaheim, it is additionally an objective unto itself. Known for its sumptuous spas and immaculate greens, Scottsdale is a desert spring 12 miles east of Phoenix, a boom town of 1.6 million occupants flaunting the nation's quickest developing populace. Plano, Texas. City Hall leader, Harry LaRosaliere, Republican. Populace, 288,061. Plano is an extraordinariness conceivable just in places, similar to Texas, with massively huge populaces. It is all the while its own medium-sized city and an exurb of a significant one. Dallas, the main city with two most secure city satellites, is 20 miles toward the south. Home to Fortune 500 organizations like drink behemoth Dr. Pepper, Snapple, and showcasing measurements Goliath Alliance data, Plano is a self-continuing financial base while likewise being commutable to the enormous city and its high-rise office towers. Virginia Beach, Virginia. Civic Chairman, Bob Dyer, Republican. Populace, 442,707. Covered off by a 3-mile-long promenade crossing a few lovely, all-around looked-after seashores, Virginia Beach, the state's biggest city, draws in almost 20 million guests every year, putting it among the most famous family getaway spots on the East Coast. In the midst of a group of seashore town resorts, the promenade is an objective unto itself, highlighting a few amusement parks, games, arcades, fishing wharfs, and even its own guided eat-around visit. Irvine, California. City Hall Leader, Christina Shea, Republican. Populace, 282,572. Irvine is probably as arranged as a full-scale city can get. Established by the Irvine Company during the 1960s, the Orange County District lies in the southeast quadrant of the Los Angeles metropolitan zone, simply outside its rundown mate, Anaheim.